Beep boop bop, it's Becca, and welcome back to Baking with Becca. It's summertime, it's peach season, and we need to take advantage of that. So today we're gonna make a peach cake. So it's gonna be mini cakes. It's vanilla cake, kind of like a pound cake, but it's like fluffy, with whipped cream and caramelized peaches on top. It's gonna be delicious, it's going to be beautiful, so let's get started. So here are all of our ingredients for the cake part. Make sure to first preheat the oven to 350 degrees. So our ingredients, we have half a cup of margarine, 3/4 cups of sugar, 1 tablespoon of vinegar, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 3/4 cups of rice milk, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 2 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and a pinch of salt. Okay, to start us off with the batter for the cake, you want to make sure that your margarine is softened. So I put it in the microwave for like 15 seconds. We're going to add that into our bowl. And also our sugar. And we're going to use a whisk to mix that together. Okay, so it is nice and combined. Now we need to make our egg substitute, which means that we're going to combine our 1 tablespoon of vinegar, it's apple cider vinegar, and our 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Okay, so we're going to just pour both of these into a bigger bowl. And we're going to make a volcano. Give it a little mix. So foamy. And we're gonna put this into our bowl. And mix that a little bit. Then we can add in our rice milk and our vanilla. And keep mixing. Okay, so once it looks disgusting, that means it's time to add your dry ingredients into here. Okay, so you can just put all of the dry ingredients right in. That's the dogs playing with their toys. Also, you can ignore the plethora of tomatoes in the background. It's farmer's market day. Okay, and mix that up.
You were saying?
Inside. Look in here. All right, perfect, nice thick and silky consistency. Now we want to put this into our pan. So we have a 12 by 9 pan. I'm going to spray some baking spray on the bottom. Then put parchment paper down. And then spray more on top. Make sure it is spread nice and even. Then we'll just pour all of our batter in. I'm going to use my handy dandy finger to get the rest off of the bowl.
It's unsanitary.
Then just spread it out nice and even. This cake is going to be nice and light and fluffy with a nice little flavor, and then the peaches and the whipped cream is going to add a really nice balance to it. All right, so now this is going to go in the oven at 350 for about 15 to 20 minutes. When it is golden brown on the top and a toothpick comes out clean, that means that you know it is ready. Is that better? The cake finished. It baked for a little bit over 20 minutes and it has this nice golden color to it. Now we're gonna set this aside to make our whipped cream, and this is gonna completely cool. Whipped cream time. We are going to use our non-dairy topping. This is my favorite brand of it.
Oh.
So I'm just going to put that into a bowl that we can use an electric mixer with. Now we want a little bit of sugar. And a splash of vanilla. Then we will mix it up until it is nice and fluffy. All right, beautifully whipped. Let's get it on our cake. All right, we're going to use our artichoke plate as our nice display dish. We're gonna cut this into small squares. So they'll be in the squares before we put any of the stuff on top. We're gonna cut this part into thirds. I'm just gonna go for it. Oh, it's cutting so nicely.
Little curve at the end there, but that's okay.
I didn't even notice. So we're gonna make them as square-like as we can. These edges have like a nice little crunch to them.
Oh, you're
Perfect.
right. Wow, look at that. That's really good.
Don't worry, guys. I washed my hands. Were you worried?
Comment down below if you were worried.
Okay. Now we will put our whipped cream on. So fluffy. Thank you. It's like little clouds. It's a little pillow for our peaches. Okay, now we'll set this aside and make our peaches. And our last step of preparing the peaches, we have 4 peaches, 3/4 cup of brown sugar, and 6 tablespoons of margarine. So we first need to peel and cut the peaches. If you have not seen it yet, you should check out my peach upside down cake. It's very similar to this cake, but a little bit different because, you know, we gotta be creative here, but it is also super good. So you should check that out. These peaches are a little bit underripe, but that is a-okay because we're gonna be cooking them. We're gonna be making like a caramelized peach kind of situation, which means we're going to be cooking our brown sugar with our margarine, and it's gonna make like a gooey sauce kind of thing that we're gonna then put our sliced peaches in and cook it on the stove until it becomes softer, and then that's what we're gonna put on top of our cake. It's gonna be delicious. Delicious.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So the peaches are peeled, so now I need to cut them into little slices. So we'll do little baby slices like that. And I think we should really cut those in half. So like this one, I'll cut again. The ones that are this size. There we go. Okay, now do that for all of them. The peaches are all cut up, different size pieces, which I think is nice to have the variety. So now we're gonna put together our margarine and our brown sugar into a pan, and we're going to start to cook it.
On the countertop?
On the countertop.
Mm-hmm.
Come.
Spatula.
Spatula.
Ooh, that margarine is moving.
It's moving and grooving and party.
Moving and grooving and party.
Okay, so now you want to make sure all the peaches get coated and have sufficient time to cook and soften. Alright, so the peaches cooked for about 5 minutes. When I put the knife in them, it cut in really easily, so that's how you know that it is done. I put some in another bowl just so they would cool a little bit faster, but we're going to spoon on some of our peaches on top of the cake. Or I'm going to use my fingers. All right, beautiful. All right, now we're gonna drizzle on a little bit more of our sauce on top. This will just add some more flavor. Now it's been infused with the peach juices. And that is it. We have our peaches on. We drizzled a little bit extra flavoring on there. I guess it's time to try it. I'm just gonna take some right here. That is really good. The flavor from the peaches is so good. Even the texture from them, now that they've been cooked a little bit, with the whipped cream and the fluffy cake, great combination. Perfect for summer. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Try out the recipe, let me know what you think. Also make sure to subscribe for more videos. Let me know what kind of videos you want, and I'll see you next time. Bye.